Hello and welcome to a very sunny episode of Slice of Fried Gold.
Sunny, daylight, yes. Sunny, questionable.
Well, considering how they mostly go, I would class this as sunny. Fair. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. If you're returning back to us, thank you so much. It's nice to see you again. My name's Paddy.
I'm Ben.
And Ben, how are you?
Yeah, it's been a week.
It's been a week.
We had a work experience kid at work.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to be horrible for a second, so slap me and I'm going to be a bitch. You know how some people just do things, and when you look at them, you just think, you were bullied in school, aren't you? And of course, because he's a work experience school, he's still in school.
Yeah.
So it was like, you're bullied, aren't you?
You're so bullied.
You're bullied. Like, and it's horrible for me to say it, but it's like there was one moment where, you know, someone had made him a glass of squash, and he'd not touched it all day, and he was finishing, and they're like, oh, didn't you want your squash in the end? He's like, oh no, I forgot. Proceeded to down it, and it was a pint of squash as well.
God.
And he didn't just down it, he you could hear it across the whole office. And of course, naturally, we're all like desperately trying not to look at each other.
God.
You know, and it's like someone set him a task to look up ETAs of the containers.
Yeah.
And he was sitting there going, no, it's gone back, or yay, it's come forward. And he was like, oh, you're bullied in school, aren't you, mate?
You're trying too hard.
Yeah. And it was just stuff like that. It was just like, oh, it's like my heart goes out to you, mate, but you need to fucking stop. You know, and it was just kind of, and I said that at work. I was like, he's bullied at school, isn't he? And everyone was like, Ben, why did you say that? I was like,
Just look at
him. And they're like, yeah, but you didn't need to say it.
Look, I'm the guy that says what everybody's thinking.
I'm not condoning the bullying. Right. I don't approve of the bullying. I am just pointing out the fact he probably is bullied at school.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt. There was a moment when someone had gone to buy biscuits for the office, and they'd given him the Tesco receipt because she'd also done her own shopping in amongst it as well.
Yeah.
And he was going through, like, tallying up the petty cash. Mm-hmm. And he'd been given a calculator, and he was, like, smacking the buttons. Oh, and he was hit, pause, hit, pause, hit, pause. And we have a Brazilian in the office.
Yes.
Now, for people who don't know, Brazilians, they tell it like it is. They will tell you their opinion. They're Latina fire. She looked over her shoulder, and I was just like, I clocked her looking over her shoulder, and I was like, please no. Please no. Don't say anything. And she like slowly turned back around to her computer. And after he left, I was like, you wanted to say something, didn't you? She was like, oh yes. I turned around to make a comment, saw it was the kid, and thought better of it. So I was like, well done. I also had to use my parents' car this week for a couple of times.
Yes.
And I hated it.
Yes.
I told my parents that I hate their car, and they're like, why? There's nothing wrong with it. And I was like, there's everything wrong with it.
One, it's not my car.
I was like, one, it's not my car. I was like, two, there is no power behind it.
Oh,
it's
really?
supposed to be like a 1.4, 1.5, but you put your foot to the floor and nothing happens.
Oh, right.
They've broken the seat lever.
Yeah.
And they've also broken it, so the bottom of the seat, of the driver's seat, is stuck in that position.
Oh, no.
So it's like your knees are higher than your chest.
Oh, no.
And so you just go and drive it like this. And they're like, oh, I hate it. And like, yeah, I just absolutely hated it. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And so it was like, for 1 week in my life, since turning 17, I looked for every reason not to drive. You know, because normally I'm like, oh, I'll drive.
Yeah.
But like this time I was like,
I shall walk.
I'll walk. You know. And yeah, how are you?
I'm tired, Ben.
Yes.
For reference, people, we're recording this on Bank Holiday Monday just before I go to work, hence the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long week. Assistant manager's on holiday, so been covering, not like covering because we kind of tend to work opposite shifts anyway, but like I'm picking up her workload while she's away for like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, it's amazing how much and then she has the same thing with like, when I'm away, she realises how much work I do for the place.
Yeah,
and it's exactly the same when she's not there, and I'm doing all the work for her, like all her work. We're just classic bank holiday customers, just people that we never see, and they just petty about little things and this and that. We had one table the other night. This is hilarious. One table, what was it, Saturday night?
Mm-hmm.
These people come semi-regularly, you know.
Semi.
Wait. They come once every couple of months, maybe. They're a table of 6. They normally come here for like special occasions or when they're meeting up, things like that.
Yeah.
Three couple friends. One of the ladies suddenly just pulls out a J2O bottle and told the server that I don't like your range of soft drinks here, so I brought my own.
Right.
So I created a button on the till called drinkage, and I charged her for it. Because I was like, well, if you go to a restaurant and you bring your own bottle of wine, you get charged corkage.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that, and you're going to be petty like that, I'm going to be petty too.
Fair enough. Wait. It's bank holiday weekend. You're busy as fuck. How many gilets have you seen?
Oh, so many gilets. I've got my gilet with me.
It's like literally when I came to get you, and of course I was trying to find the parking space while I was collecting you. Saw so many gilets.
Yeah.
Gilets, a shirt, and chino shorts.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
And it's the chauffeur gilets, like the furry ones.
Yeah.
They love them around here because everybody thinks they're a farmer.
Oh, it's brilliant. Gilet.
So, but yeah, it's just that kind of classic bank holiday weekend. And the problem as well is we're getting into half term, so the kids are off as well. So it's just like, we're busy, but we're not like major busy because not everybody's going back to work. So we're kind of, it's like staggered busy. We're constantly busy every day. We're not
if anything, is probably better.
It is, but it just means it drags it out.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Like it's just like it's so full on.
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing really to report other than J2O lady, you know.
That's brilliant.
I mean, that's what she'll be forever known as. So, you know.
Yeah.
What can you do?
I mean, when she says she doesn't like your soft drinks, that means she basically doesn't like Coke and lemonade because you have a soda gun.
Well, we got soda gun, but we do so many other. We got like all the we got all the juices. We got orange, apple, pineapple, mango, fucking tomato, cranberry. We've got loads of different juices. We've got different sparkling cordials and things like that. There's so many things you could choose from.
Yeah.
But you want a J2O.
Oh wait, do you do the Fentimans? Like
we got the Fentimans, the ginger beer. We haven't got the other ones. But we got like a sparkling elderflower and things like that.
I'm sorry, but Fentimans would.
Yeah.
Why put herbs in Coke?
Yeah, it's not nice.
No.
I mean, was it the rose lemonade? Yeah. That was alright. That was nice, like florally. It wasn't like too much. Yeah, but your version of Coca-Cola,
it's foul.
Not bueno.
It's foul.
Absolutely rank. Other soft drinks ranges are available.
Well, yeah, because she brought in a J2O.
Yeah, exactly. And it was only apple and raspberry. Well, so you like apple, so why didn't you just have an apple juice?
Yeah.
So,
well, never mind.
People be purple.
People be people.
But yeah, I was going to mention to you actually that because I know you don't have Netflix at the moment. So, but the other day I went onto Netflix and they have every episode of Monk.
They do, because my parents have been watching it.
I've been rewatching it, and I was just like, fucking love this show. I forgot how good it is.
Yeah.
Did you know they recently they've made a new movie?
Yes.
Like the final case of Mr. Monk. Even though I'm pretty sure the last ever episode is basically the final case of Mr. Monk.
I think I'm 99% sure the final episode is literally him finding his wife's killer. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. It's been out years.
Yeah. Well, also, it's from the episode 1. He's like, I'm doing this because I need to find my wife's killer.
The whole plot. 7 seasons later.
Yeah, 7 seasons later, he finally finds them. I'm not saying who it is. I'm not saying how he does it. I'm just saying he finally finds them, and then it's like, boom, done.
Yeah.
He retires in sort of not bliss, but case closure.
Yeah, he has that essence of closure because you even see like in his dress and his mannerisms that he's chilled and more relaxed.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they've brought it back again for like a final movie. But then again, I haven't seen Tony Shalhoub I can't see his last name.
Tony Shalhoub.
Shalhoub. In anything since pretty much Monk.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've barely seen him in anything, so he obviously needs money.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew he was an executive producer on it from the get-go.
Oh, was he from the get-go?
Yeah, so he was on there because
it's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
After about season 3 or 4, you suddenly see Andy Samberg's name as a producer.
Yeah. Because it's like, it's either that or like Lonely Island. That's it. He's got Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he's got Lonely Island. There's nothing really else in between.
Yeah.
Does a couple of voice cameos here and there.
Yeah, no, I've just finished rewatching Family Guy.
Oh, wow.
And it was kind of like that moment of, I don't have Netflix, what the fuck do I watch now? Yeah. I just need a series on in the background.
Yeah.
So I've gone back to Scrubs.
Scrubs is a phenomenal TV show.
And it was like, I was busy doing a bit of work, like doing my meal plan, realised the episode when all the patients die of rabies after the transplant was on.
No.
And I was like, I've completely missed it. Right, laptop down, I'm ready.
Oh,
because that
makes
one
me
is
cry every time.
Yeah.
The other half, she's starting to watch Grey's Anatomy. She's been watching Grey's Anatomy because her mum's been watching it. So she's trying to catch up so they can talk about it.
You know how many seasons?
Yeah, there's like 23 seasons of the bloody thing, right? And she keeps on coming in, and I'm just like, they come in with a storyline, and I'm just like, cool. And she'd be sitting there, and she goes, "Oh, this is a really good episode. I've seen this one before." And I'll just be like, "Yeah, cool. You know what's going to happen though. So why?" It's just like everything is so melodramatic, and something happens, and I go, "Cool, that was a really good bit of acting." And she's just like, "Shut up."
Critiques by Paddy.
Yeah. Sitting there being a critique at home. Well, that's life as well, isn't it? But yeah, no, I just thought, because I didn't know, I assumed your parents may have been watching it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you knew it was on there. But
it's like, I don't know where they found it, but
Psych's on Netflix as well. Because it was the same producers, wasn't it? Same writers, sorry. Psych was good. I enjoyed Psych. It wasn't as good as mine.
No, I only ever remember watching like the first season of Psych. I never sort of watched it past then, and even my mum, like, she's rewatching Psych as well, and she's like, yeah, it's getting weird in the later seasons.
Yeah, apparently it did go like completely off track. Just go like really stupid. Well, more than it was.
Some TV shows do that, you know.
Yeah, I think they write themselves into a corner, don't they?
Yeah.
So they kind of have to kind of get out in a weird way.
Yeah. Want to talk video games before we get into the film?
Ooh, yes.
So you've probably seen the trailer for the new Assassin's Creed game.
Yes, in China.
Yeah. Japan. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Shadows, yes.
Have you seen the controversy around it?
Yes,
okay.
I have.
Opinions?
Like I get where some people are coming from, okay?
Yeah.
But then I saw somebody's post about, since when has Assassin's Creed been like factually accurate? At one point, Ezio had a fist fight with the Pope. You know what I mean?
See,
I think they do use like real life characters, real life moments, and real life moments. You know, like Leonardo da Vinci is in the Assassin's Creed games, and things like that. You know,
the signing of the Declaration of Independence is in Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah. And so I think using bits and elaborating on that lore and using it, I think is no different to making a movie about it and then like elaborating on that situation.
Okay.
I'm not fussed. I mean, as you well know, I haven't played the video game since Unity because I got it when it was all full of glitchy and everything. And I hated it. I just fell out of love with it.
I've still not got to a Mirage yet.
Yeah.
When there's like on sale for $5, then I might.
Yeah. But isn't Mirage like just a compilation of everybody?
No. Mirage was supposed to be a DLC for Valhalla. Yeah. And then because Brotherhood was supposed to be a DLC for Assassin's Creed 2, but then they're like, no, let's bulk it out to a full game, and it worked.
Yeah.
This one, they were like, oh, let's bulk this one out to a full game, and it hasn't worked.
Okay.
You can tell it was a DLC, and you can tell they're stretching for a story kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, the reason I brought it up is because, of course, the game's not even out yet, and there's already calls for a boycott in Japan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yes, because basically you play as a black guy in Japan, and now they have, there is a historical guy who they based it on and who you're playing as.
Yeah.
but they've completely changed his storyline because he's a bannerman in history. He's basically the human equivalent of an exotic animal. Some Japanese warlord is like, oh my god, black men exist, and he has him by his side, parading him around like, look, I have a black man,
right?
Which is in a whole nother sort of...
Well, yeah, but that's why they probably adjusted the character a little
but of course they're allowing him to fight and have a sword and blah blah blah. And some of the comments in Japan have been like, oh, so the first Assassin's Creed in Japan, which we've all been screaming for, and you don't even play a native local.
Yeah,
and it's like every single one. You play someone who's local and native to the area until this one. And it's just kind of like, ooh, bad move, Ubisoft.
Yeah, I thought you could play as two characters.
There are two characters, but of course...
there's that. I think
that's kind of like the sort of...
I think they have separate storylines and you have to play as both.
Yeah, you do, correct.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you can't even just sell it on just the one actual Japanese character alone. You have to bring in... And it's kind of like... Oh, Ubisoft. Bad move. It
is. I mean, you look at something like Ghost of Tsushima. It was phenomenal video game. Phenomenal. And that's what they're trying to bounce off. They're trying to make their own version of it.
Yeah. The thing is...
they could have just committed to just copying the idea altogether.
Or the worst thing is Ghost of Tsushima is the perfect Japanese setting Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Ghost.
Yeah.
You don't have to change the story, like a single bit of the storyline. All you have to change on the story front is that the girl, I can't remember her name now.
I know.
Yuna.
Yeah.
Is an assassin.
Yeah.
That's all you have to change, and the rest of it. Will fits this Assassin's Creed sort of storyline. Perfectly.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And so they're now going to try, and they've realised, even though we've been screaming for a ninja Assassin's Creed since the first one.
Yeah.
And then Ghost of Tsushima came out, and and Ubisoft are like, shit.
We've dropped the ball.
We've dropped the ball here. And it's like, wah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so now they're trying to catch up, and it's like, the cart's gone, love.
Yeah, you missed it.
You've missed it.
We've got the thing that we want, and then there was a DLC for it.
Yeah.
And they're making a second one.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's it. I would have just steer cleared from it altogether.
Plus, there's also a game called Rise of the Ronin coming out. It's not related to Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I've seen.
But it's just another Japanese samurai game. So they're going to come out at the same time. So it's going to be compared not only to Ghost of Tsushima to that one as well. Yeah. It's like bad.
Yeah, it's just all poor timing.
Yeah. At least when they came out with Black Flag, it was kind of like the only pirate game.
That was a phenomenal game.
That was a good game, but it was like there's been pirate games before and there's been pirate games since, but it was like the only pirate game at that time.
Yeah.
But
I get where they mean that, like, where they're coming from is that it takes so long to develop these games that you can't. What do you do? Do you put it on the back burner and then try and develop a new one, or do you reformat it for a new setting, or what?
Yeah.
I think it's an issue for them in that sense, but I think they've probably just picked the wrong story beat for it.
Agreed.
Oh well.
Anyway, shall we talk film?
Yeah, let's talk film. So we went to go see If the other day, starring John Krasinski, written by John Krasinski, directed by John Krasinski. We love
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
We love it when these happen. Ben, your thoughts?
Perfectly good kids film that is watchable for adults. I don't know what else I can really say about it. It was not for us. We are not the target demographic.
No. 100%.
But I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay, I may have sort of got my mind sort of wandered in a few places.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like, well, this is a kids film.
Yeah.
But at the same, I don't know what else to say with it. It was perfectly fine for a kids' film. Mm-hmm. It's going to be one that adults don't mind watching, especially when kids get infatuated. How every kid will have that one movie they'll want to watch again and again and again. Yeah. If I had a kid and this was their film that they wanted to watch again and again and again, I would not mind it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I agree with that. 100%.
So when it comes out on streaming, parents, put it on.
Yeah, just put it on.
It'll be an easy watch. You don't have to worry about it. There's nothing offensive in it. There's nothing controversial.
No.
Apart from the fact that there's a 12-year-old walking around New York City by herself. But,
not only New York City, Brooklyn.
At night.
So.
But, other than that, it's like, okay, yeah, it's a very sort of innocent film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's not breaking ground on anything. It did remind me of, and I don't know if you watched it when we were younger, but Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No, but I know of the TV show.
Yeah. So it kind of had that same concept of that TV show. So if you're of our age and know that TV show, then you probably kind of understand where the storyline's going.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the young girl actress because we've mentioned this before, like especially like in The Creator.
Yeah.
Like children actors can be very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was a little bit wooden. Mm-hmm. However, like
the emotional scene,
the emotional bits, she got down to a T and she knew what she was doing.
The very last emotional scene. Beep, reverse.
We're all good. The very last emotional scene I thought she was like on point, and I thought she was very good.
And also John Krasinski's hands.
Big.
Like, just go watch it and you'll know what we're talking about.
Big. Ryan Reynolds, good as always.
John
Krasinski, John is always
Though,
good.
I don't know, I've come accustomed to Ryan Reynolds making, like, every other thing a dirty joke and a swear word and everything. I'm like, it's weird looking at him be clean and not even PG, you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the funny thing as well, is that I think, because obviously he's got kids and everything.
Yeah.
They can't watch the Deadpool movies.
No.
And things like that. But, so I think this is kind of like actors do that, don't they? They'll go, oh, well, I did this movie. What's his face? Who played Javier Bardem. Okay. He openly said that he did Pirates of the Caribbean 5 because his son wanted him to do it.
Okay.
And then he was in the new Little Mermaid.
You could have done such a better example. Richard Harris only did Dumbledore because his granddaughter said, if you don't do it, I'll never talk to you again.
Yeah, I know. There's that.
Better example.
But I was just trying to say how, like, he was like he did this and then he did Little Mermaid for his daughter.
Right.
Because she wanted him to do that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's because Ryan's kids are getting to an age and they want him to see and understand a bit more. But I thought it was good. I thought the voice acting was good. You know, Steve Carell, funny as always. Emotional beats in the film were good. I think it's just a solid fun time at the pictures.
Fun for all the family.
Fun for all the family, which it is supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, worth a watch.
But yeah, with that being said, should we do thoughts? Yeah.
If there's a kid and you're just like, they're being bullied, just be nice to them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're obviously getting bullied somewhere else. Don't pick on them as well.
Exactly that. Don't bring your own drinks to a restaurant. Just drink the drinks. If you're really that fussy, just have water.
Yeah.
Video games, be more clever, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
You don't drop the ball on this one. It's like
you're already struggling since Valhalla wasn't as good as you promised.
Yeah.
The sales are only good for Valhalla because it came out during lockdown and everything.
Nobody had anything else.
And nobody had anything to do. So you need to play it careful.
Yeah.
But,
they are milking the Assassin's Creed thing.
Of course they are.
Far too much.
Of course they are.
Monk be monking. Worth
if you haven't watched Monk before, go watch it.
Yeah,
it's cute. It's very heart wrenching. As is Scrubs.
Always a great watch.
You know.
And if good solid watch as well, especially if you've got family, definitely worth it.
Nothing wrong with it.
But that all being said, thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell.
Comment down below, have you seen the film? Have you seen a kid where you're like, you're definitely being bullied? Have you stopped a bully? Let us know your hero story.
Yeah, this is your time to shine, baby.
And opinions on video games and questionable choices.
Yes, exactly that. But thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Bye guys.